Aidan, are you going to kick us off?
Yes, of course we will. Yeah, no problem. Okay, David, bitterly disappointing result, but how was the experience overall compared to what you maybe expected before the game or anticipated before the game?
Well, I think there's a couple of different questions there in that. It was a different experience, obviously, with no crowd there. I'd be lying if I said that I really enjoyed it. I think you miss the atmosphere, you miss people being around here, but that's what we're doing just now, and that's what we're going to have to get better at. I'm disappointed that we lost. There was lots of things in the games where we were okay, and there was lots of things that we weren't so good. But ultimately, I thought the game changed when Traore came on. I thought we kept them to few opportunities. We didn't have many ourselves, but we kept them to few opportunities. And they are a good team as well. So from that point of view, it was probably changed when he came on.
Results went against you at the bottom of the table as well, with Brighton winning and Watford getting a point. Were your players aware of those results prior to kick-off? Could it have added any pressure, do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it added any pressure. I think, were they aware? I think they were probably out warming up by the time the Brighton and Arsenal game sort of finished. I wasn't aware of the late winner by Brighton. I was aware of, obviously, the Watford game. We'd watched most of the Watford game. So I think we're in the games. It was going to be the same before we finished. We're going to have to see how the games went. Some of them were going to be difficult, and whatever we say, we'll all be looking to see what the results are like. No doubt about that.
You defended well, David, against a very accomplished side for the most part, but still another defeat. You've got some very tough games coming up. How worried are you now about your predicament? Well,
I think that if we need to improve our attacking play today, that was for sure. I thought there was a lot of parts of it and long periods of the defensive stuff where we done a pretty good job. As I said, and it was more when Traore came on, I thought he made the difference. But then I was more annoyed that we didn't do the next bit, which we were sort of planned for, because we expected him to start or to at least be coming on, which he did do. But we didn't defend the crosses well enough when they came in. So that was probably the disappointing bit from that. But I was more down because I didn't see our attacking play today. We were short of options. We were limited in what were attacking players, and I just didn't think we really got anything really going. We had a good chance with Pablo Fornals in the first half when he was through. So that was probably our most clear-cut chance when the game was at 0-0.
Sam, go on.
Hello, David. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, Sam.
Hello. Can I just ask you about the three injuries, Haller, Ogbonna and Snodgrass? I mean, what's happened there? Because it's obviously terrible for you to come back after such a long layoff and have key players out like that.
Well, we looked very, I've got to say, most of, if I call this the pre-season, if you want to put that in the title, I'd say that we were very good. We lost Haller on Wednesday when he just get nudged and he twisted his hip. Snodgrass felt his back, and we think there might be a disc problem there in his back, which is even Arthur, had twisted his ankle in training. So we were all fine up until probably just the last week. And Angelo, to be fair, had picked up a hamstring injury very early, but Angelo's not too far away. He'll hopefully be in and around for the coming few games. A bit of luck.
Duncan, thanks, Sam.
David, when you look at the picture at the bottom, you've got a couple of tough games coming up. You can't afford to target those final 5 or 6 fixtures, which are supposedly easy, can you?
No, not at all. Okay, I actually think that the players were aware. We wanted to get off to a good start today. We wanted to get a result, and I not for a minute did I think that I thought the players performed, some of them well, others not so well. But it wasn't for the lack of effort or commitment or any of that. They were hard at it. But Wolves made it difficult for us. Their system makes it difficult. They stretch you wide because of their wing backs. We knew that. And but again, eventually, I think for long periods of the game, we'd done okay. I just look at Traore coming on and sort of altering the direction of the game.
You mentioned about that. You said you worked implicitly on defending the crosses from Traore, did you, in the week?
Yeah, we did. We'd actually worked to try and stop Traore, thinking that he would play. But we knew how difficult that would be. And of course, we worked on the next bit is if he would beat people, he'd get chances to cross at times. For what it's worth, I thought he put in two or three brilliant crosses when he came on. And sometimes you just got to sort of put your hands up and say it was excellent play.
Thanks, Duncan. Jack?
You started Jeremy today. First of all, what did you make of his performance? And secondly, if he's going to stay beyond the 30th of June, then it needs to be sorted out by Tuesday. Have you got any hope or update on that?
Well, I've always said that, I think I've got a wee bit of hope that maybe he'll choose his decision to stay. I felt Jeremy was more ready and fit to play than Ryan Fredericks. Ryan was out a couple of weeks. And I just noticed in training that I felt that Jeremy was more ready. And for that reason, as I said, I want to win, so I was always going to pick what I thought would give me the best chance of winning. I'd like Jeremy to stay, but if he chooses not to, then that'll be his choice. But we'll be disappointed after giving him the opportunities and what we're doing from in the end.
And you spoke about sort of how impressive everyone had looked in training. Were you hoping for perhaps a bit more energy from them today? It was a difficult circumstance.
I missed your first bit there, Jack.
You spoke about how impressive everyone had been in training over the past few weeks. Were you hoping for a bit more energy today?
Well, I didn't think it was energy. I thought it was ability in the first half and the second half. I thought we lacked creativity at the top end of the pitch. I didn't think we'd done enough. We'd worked really hard on how we were going to try and play and how we were going to try and get in behind them and work it. But again, we come up against a good team. We've seen that certainly all this season that Wolves are capable of. But at least when that didn't happen, I thought we were being resolute and tough for long parts of the game and trying to dig out a result of some sort.
Thanks, everyone. We'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.